another good day. Really like the way that our group came out to work, and I think it was a step in the right direction. So got to keep stacking these blocks. Obviously, it's a big, important chance for our guys to be able to finish out the preseason the right way against Cleveland, and we're looking forward to it. You guys go ahead. I've seen a guy that's gotten better and better. He looks like the stud that we know. I think the first day was kind of getting comfortable, just getting his feet wet a little bit, and then I think each of the last couple of days he's played really fast. He's activated all parts of the field, like I mentioned to you guys the other day. I thought our rush on defense did a great job, and you could feel that pocket collapsing. He's getting through progressions quickly, so he looked outstanding. Yeah, he's taking full practice loads every single day. So, he's been 100% participant in everything that we've done this week, and that makes me feel good. And so, I thought he's done an awesome job. Guys have gotten better, and I think it's important to be able to establish that rapport with the guys you're going to be playing with on September 7th. And so, I think the positive has been is that he's accumulated so much experience, and there's a good sense of urgency, and he loves being out there. I think things are coming together really quickly, but you don't minimize how important every single rep that we can get is. But I love what he's done this week, and very pleased with the progress we've had.
So, Sean, are you comfortable saying there's nothing holding you back right now?
Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, he's going to be the one that should be able to tell you guys that. But from what I see, there's no restrictions, and he's playing at a really high level.
Well, you kind of touched on it, but what kind of confidence does it give you that he's been able to do 4 days?
It gives me a lot of confidence, And again, what I want to make sure that I'm at least acknowledging is that I am very excited and optimistic. But I'm not a doctor, I don't know how some of these things, and you just continue to pray that, hey, I know he's doing everything that he can to take great care of himself, feel as good as possible, and he's been able to stack some blocks. He's doing a lot of things behind the scenes with Reggie and his group, and so I know that he wants to be out there and be able to feel the way that he's felt as much as anybody. He's doing the work, and I know his teammates are happy to be able to have him back out there, and so that makes us all feel good.
Sean, you have a reputation around the league for your candor, for telling players exactly where they stand and where they are. As you head into the final preseason game, can you talk to me about the message that you have for the players that may be on the bubble or on the border of making this team, and what that looks like in terms of the opportunity they have going into Saturday's game?
Have clear, communication throughout, and no decisions are finalized yet. There's still some things that are to be evaluated. We have a good idea of what a handful of things look like just based on how we approach the preseason, but I think Cleveland provides a good opportunity to continue to evaluate guys, and I think there's this ongoing communication that exists while also knowing that, hey, things can change with the flip of the snap of a finger, if you will, just because injuries and some of the uncertainty. So I'm looking forward to watching a handful of guys compete because there's still some spots to be determined. They have enough respect and awareness to not be idiots. So I think it's good for him to feel a rush though where things collapse. But our guys are very, what I would say is our guys have done a great job. Giff and Joe and Shula have educated our defense. Our defensive guys do an excellent job of pushing pulling the line, while also being smart and staying away from not only Matthew but Jimmy and Stetson. And I've been really pleased with our ability to compete and toe the line, if you will, Gary. And so, no, I don't have any fears on that stuff. Yeah, it's big, Lindsay. I think it's really important. And it's not exclusive to them, but because they don't have the accumulated experience that maybe Matthew does with Puka and Tutu, and even getting some chances to play with Jimmy a bunch last year. So it is important. Feel good about a lot of the stuff they got done in the spring, but there's a lot of different things that, hey, how are we seeing that? Because of the way that they both see the game, and I think it's really important to get on the same page, see different coverage looks, what's the timing and rhythm, and so that is a big thing for us in the next couple of weeks. I think through communication, Sarah, but there's nothing like being able to rep it together. Going through it, repetition is the mother of learning. You've heard me say that before. I heard somebody else say that, and I totally agree with it. So while you can continue to take steps forward by talking through things, watching the film, doing some things in some of these, jog through and walk through settings, nothing like being able to physically go through it and on the fly when you're at the plane.
It's really like
He is. Yeah, it's a bummer that He is. You know, we're still working through some of those things right now. He'll be dressing. Dressing will start. Okay.
Are there certain throws that easier for Matthew than others right now at this point?
Well, I think, you know, the thing I was pleased with, Dennis, is there was a lot of quick reactionary throws where the rush collapses on, and then you're having to make, you know, some, where you don't necessarily have a base to be able to maneuver. It's a lot of shoulder turn, and I saw that. So he activated all different types of throws. Certainly it looks like, you know, that you know, needs a lot of torque in your upper half to be able to get through it, but looked pretty good today. Thanks, guys.